Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Musical Kinetics, and today we're going to be talking about the Aerophone A20. Hold on 1 second. So, here's the bag again, and you've had questions. I know you've had questions about what's the best setup, how do I play this instrument for the first time, where do I get it. So I'm going to be answering the question, how do I get started? Okay, so this is the Aerophone AE20. This is the middle of the range instrument. It's a professional instrument, but it's the tier below their flagship Aerophone AE30 or the Aerophone Pro. So this is like one step behind that, just because of some features like MIDI. It had that one has MIDI. It has an extra XY pan. So if I move this up and down, it has some sensors that detect that. This doesn't have that. Many of the other features that has, this also has. Of course, the Aerophone range, they're known for their bite sensor, how good it is. The breath pressures are also really good. Their sounds are on there really good. Check out some of my shorts for some of the sounds. And you'll be wondering, how do I start this instrument? The first and the best way to start this instrument, let me just give you a secret straight away. I mean, you might go watch other videos, but watch some videos about the saxophone, because the saxophone has a lot of tutorials that really apply to this instrument. I know there are many fingerings, and I might working on some videos. By the way, I am right now working on medical school. I'm in medical school now, so you can check out the Average African Kid podcast. Is the other podcast I run, another YouTube channel that makes content about medical school, so you could check what I'm up to and why I'm so scarce on Musical Kinetics. Is because of all the work, and this is the holiday season, so I get some time to shoot some videos while still studying for exams immediately after beginning of the year. So that's why videos are a bit more sporadic than usual. But basically what you need to do is that you need to get acquainted with the fact that this instrument is basically a wind electronic saxophone. I know people don't like to say that, but it is. And it has trumpets and other sounds, where basically it gives a saxophonist access to other registers. It's just built like a saxophone with these keys and these and these. So if you want to get started with the Aerophone, get started with the saxophone video. I am expecting to release some content very soon. So just stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. I've said this for a while. I'm working on something big, working on releasing some courses when they come out, hopefully soon. So yeah, let's stay tuned for that. I would recommend that you go watch some YouTube videos about how to play the saxophone, and they can give you some introduction. But meanwhile, I'm going to help you out, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to open up this mouthpiece cover, and I want you to realize that once you put in your batteries in here, you use an open compartment. You're good to start. You can use the adapter to connect. Right now, my batteries are charging currently, or should be charging after my gig today. I had rehearsals, and I should be charging them. I use wireless batteries, by the way. The best option, wireless batteries. So check the links. I'll probably put links to Thomann. That's where I buy all my Aerophone gear. That's where I bought everything. But I also use Amazon a lot, so you'll see Amazon links on there. So once you put in your battery or you connect the adapter here, you're good to go. You have started a whole new experience, and your experience should be simply this: you're exploring a new genre of music and a new kind of instrument. What that means is that when you blow, you can do whatever you want, but you still get sound. I want you to be aware that the more you bite this, so if you are very tense and pressured and you bite this more, you're going to get more bending. Because I don't know if you can see this, but if I remove this, there's a sensor underneath this sensor, and when you bite, you're basically adjusting that. So don't do what I just did if you're not confident with this instrument, because you could just don't do it yet. So I've aligned this back. So by biting, I am changing a parameter, and I can set different effects. I can go deep into the settings of this guy and do many things. Just know that you can increase your breath by playing harder. You can change some aspect of the sound by biting. You can mimic vibrato, which is like the bending, apart from, as opposed to but vibrato is That's vibrato. So by doing those things, you give yourself the best chance of getting a good foundation. Next thing you want to do is learn your tonic solfa. So this 1 2 3 1 2 3. This is a D, okay? And lucky for you, this instrument is built on concert D. So in other words, whatever you play here is going to be the same on the piano. But on the saxophone, any saxophone, what you play here is going to be different from a saxophone by some factor, maybe 3 semitones lower, 2 higher, depending on the model. Alto saxophones are 3 semitones lower, but depends on the model, you have different changes. So know that this is your D. Remove one finger as an E, then one an F, one a G, one an A, one a B, and then you switch it up and that's a C. And know that you have an octave key behind you right here. So you have very many octaves, 7 octaves. So this is regular octave, nothing added, 1 octave below, 2 octave belows. Then together, it gives you a deeper one. So 1, 2, together, the 3rd octave below. Same thing with the high, 1 octave above, 2 octaves above, and the 3rd one together gives you 3 octaves above. So you have 7 octave range, and then you can use the system settings to choose how deep that 7 octave range is. You can actually start from a higher position so you can get higher notes. So you get the gist. So you can legitimately play most of the notes on the piano on this particular instrument. Just that chords will be a bit harder, but you can also play chords on this instrument too if you are willing and if you want to find a way. There is a way. Okay, so you've learned the instruments, the basics of the instruments, and the only other thing I am going to tell you about this instrument is cleaning. Make sure you clean the instrument very often. I like to separate the neck, the head, very carefully from the body, and I like to use cold water. And I put this mouth patch. Go get this mouth patch. I have this on my Amazon links. Go get this mouth patch. I do not joke with this mouth patch because it allows you to bite the mouthpiece without being scared that it will spoil your very delicate mouthpiece. I use this for my saxophone mouthpieces. I use this for this. I sell it to people anywhere I go because it's the most useful thing you can have on a saxophone. Legitimately, the most useful and essential piece of gear you could ever own on a saxophone. It's this little buddy here. So don't miss out on it. So I wash this out, let it dry, cover this back up, use a cloth, clean the instrument, make sure it's good. And I've told you the simple notes: do re mi, do re mi. Oh, sorry, that's this is a low C. This one a C. This 1 2 3 1 2 3 with this C. Do re mi fa sol la ti do, ti la sol fa mi re do. Don't worry, more details will come out in time, but just realize that just by playing those notes, you can do anything. Remember Sound of Music. When you know the notes to play, you can do anything. So with those simple notes, you can do a lot. And the last thing I will tell you before we end this video is that the instrument is built with so many different sounds. It gets daunting. I'll tell you to go to my favorite. My favorite is the violin pack. Just scroll over, turn this knob up till you see violin and the second violin. Go around, explore that violin. It's very expressive and you can get a lot of good sounds from it. You can get good sounds from anywhere, including the trumpets, but explore those 2 sounds, this violin number 2 and the trumpet. Get those 2 sounds down, enjoy them, and yeah, from there, build your own sounds, check out the synths and everything else. So this is a sneak peek video. I know you want a full video, but I decided to just give you something instead of just waiting for a long time without seeing anything. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, catch you next time. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay amazing, and thanks for subscribing. We're at 1,100 subscribers at the moment, and we're growing fast. So have a blessed day, stay safe, stay blessed, stay amazing, and have a wonderful and merry Christmas.